Where'd the sticker idea come from? You're not the first guy to have that sticker on his headgear in this program.
First thing I heard of it was coming down the stairs today, so I'm not sure where it came from. I'm guessing Tom said something about it in his press conference, but it makes a lot of sense to me. I'm the machine. I'm a machine. So stay out of my way when I'm working. Otherwise, if you're not going to stay out of the way, I'll put you out of the way, and people aren't going to like that.
What has this off-season been like for you as far as putting in the work to, prepare yourself for possible title run here?
There's no real such thing as off-season other than the fact that we don't have any competitions as far as collegiate wrestling-wise. Nothing really changed for me in between the NCAA tournament and now. Moving forward every day, I was in here preparing for obviously the season, Rio 2016, and beyond. So there's no difference in lifestyle, no difference in the training. Maybe a little more relaxed, but moving forward every day in that quote-unquote off-season. But like I said, it's a lifestyle, and there's no such thing as off-season other than the fact that it's a little more laid back and no collegiate competitions.
How much are you looking ahead or thinking about what was behind you when it comes to that training? Are you thinking about March and what transpired, or are you looking ahead to what's in front of you?
It's like looking back to the NCAA tournament 2015.
Yeah, 2016. This is last March when you lost in the finals?
2016, yeah, my bad. I don't know how much I think about it on a day-to-day basis. Obviously, there's some hurt and sting there, but I mean, I'm a guy that puts that behind me fairly quickly and moves on. As far as looking forward to this NCAA tournament, obviously it's in my sights, and I'm looking forward to it, but I got to take care of day-to-day stuff, like getting better every day, and if I take care of that, then March will take care of itself.
You made a clear jump from your sophomore year to your junior year in terms of the points you were putting on the board, the bonus points. Are there any lessons you learned from that you can pass down to some of these other guys that can help them make that kind of leap this season?
Yeah, of course. Just going out there and do what you do best and do what you're here to do. We're here to put on a show for the fans and to put ourselves out there. I mean, my sophomore year, I didn't really put myself out there too much. I was too worried about caught up in, maybe just winning matches. And it's not really about winning matches here. It's about winning by a large margin and getting the fans excited. I don't know how excited I got the fans my freshman and sophomore year, but my last year, I think they were pretty excited. So got to think outside the box a little bit, think not selfishly, think about the fans, think about what they want to see. It's going to give these guys a little more motivation to train a little harder in order to put themselves out there.
What's the difference between going out there and going for wins and then, as you said, putting yourself out there? Is that just a switch you flip, or is that an entire revamping of a mentality?
It's not a switch. Switches are kind of funny. You just turn them on, turn them off. But it's more mental than I would say physical. The training aspect doesn't necessarily change. I've always been a hard trainer, hard worker. The training was always there. It's just a matter of the mental part, putting yourself out there. As reporters, you guys know it's kind of hard to put yourself out there sometimes. You get a little nervous, and same thing with competing. You just kind of put those nerves aside, and you're there for a reason, and realize that, and then go out there and do what you do best.
Coach mentioned maybe more accountability was needed by the guys on the mat last year. Did you feel that was lacking?
More accountability last year, yeah, of course. I mean, I think you could say that about every year. People need to be accountable for their actions and how they affect the team. Whether they win or lose, they can still affect the team positively. Last year we had some good things, but also some not so good things happen in the wins and losses. And I don't know where I'm going here with this, but accountability is always good. And if we can have guys, holding themselves accountable, and then me and other guys holding each other accountable, then we're going to go a long ways. So yeah.
You guys talked a lot about the team winning a national team title. Iowa hasn't done it since 2010. I mean, I know you all won.
Yeah, it's definitely an elephant in the room. Yeah, we talk about it, but more importantly, we talk about individual titles, because that's what's going to help us win a national team title. We talk about not only individual titles, but individual placing and high placing. We had some guys All-American last year that were at the very bottom of the ring. And when you're at the very bottom, you're not scoring a lot of points, even though you're an All-American. So we need those guys that maybe get knocked off on the front side. They're not getting what they want. They got to come back strong and get the second best, and that's third. That's going to help towards the team title too. Obviously, we want national champions, but if we don't have national champions, we've got to have guys coming back, putting that hurt behind them and getting third. So if you put those together, then the team title will take care of itself. I don't like to think I'm a little simple person. I think the little things. So the little things are going out and doing the best we can at each individual weight, me all the way up to Stoll. So if we do what we need to do what we do best, then team title, it'll just take care of itself.
Yeah, it's been 2 straight years without an individual champion for Iowa. Can you pinpoint anything, or is it just like you said, little things, or simple as scoring points? Or?
I don't think you can pinpoint it to one single thing. I think there's a lot of little things at this level. It's not about if it was one thing, then that'd be easy. That's what we would work on, But there's a lot of individual things throughout the season, throughout the year, throughout the, quote-unquote off season. Being smarter, wrestling smarter, not only harder, but smarter. We're notorious for wrestling hard, but sometimes we don't wrestle very smart and efficiently. So maybe a little more efficiency on our point scoring, and then it'll be easier to wrestle harder.
What could you point to give us a reason why you guys have made a big step from last year as a team? Is there anything you've seen?
It's hard to say. It's hard to say we've taken a big step yet because we haven't had any competition.
Right.
We'll see what kind of step we take here in a couple of weeks, and then we can judge that. But as far as what I'm feeling now and what I see now, I think the camaraderie around here is a lot better than it has been in past years. Guys are meshing. They're training hard. They're holding each other accountable. Guys are holding me accountable. That's good. Just because I'm a leader doesn't mean I don't need held accountable. If I'm doing something wrong or I need kicked in the butt, these guys are there to do it. So in that aspect, we're doing well. But let's see how we do here in a few weeks.
You were a leader in the wrestling room last year, but how have you adjusted to being the leader this year?
I don't think it's any different. I think I've been a leader ever since I stepped on the campus here. Maybe not verbally or as a figure, but just the way I train and the way I work. People have always looked up to me, I believe. And so now I'm just I've taken the role of taking people under my wing and kind of helping them out, especially these younger, littler guys that are right in my realm. And so just kind of mentoring them and doing the things that guys like Dennis and Ramos and Metcalf and McDonough have done for me, and just translating that to these guys.